Hey folks, welcome to Fyreflye's Follies. I hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If this is your first time here, I hope that you'll subscribe and stick around a little while. So today I'm going to make water pie. Water pie is one of those recipes that came out of the Great Depression where cooks with little to nothing figured out how to make delicious dishes for the family that they loved. And most of these amazing ladies made their families 3 meals a day from scratch every single day. During leaner times, they'd make this pie so their family could still enjoy dessert from time to time, no matter how hard their days were. Now, you know when a recipe is created to make something out of nothing, it's going to be simple on the ingredient list. So what you need is a 9-inch deep dish pie crust, unbaked, and I use a store-bought deep dish pie crust because my homemade pie crusts vary in thickness. I make a decent pie crust, but I am not good at rolling pie crusts, I'm not gonna lie. So this way it's all uniform, and I want to make sure that it gets done in the time that it's called for. You need 1.5 cups of water. You need 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. You need 1 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and 5 tablespoons of butter cut into 5 pieces. Right? So also, before I started making this pie, I took a sheet of aluminum foil and I cut it out to cover the pie, and I cut an X in it, and then I've just folded the X back because about halfway through you may need to put a shield on to keep the edges from burning. Okay, so this pie could not be easier. You start by pouring your 1.5 cups of water into your unbaked pie shell. Which sounds crazy, but that's what you do. 1.5 cups of water. And then in a bowl you mix together your sugar and your flour. And you just want these mixed together really well. And then you're going to sprinkle this into your pie crust. You want to sprinkle it evenly so it goes everywhere. And I find the way that I get it the most even is to just use my hands and sprinkle it in. And you don't stir. Not at one point do you stir any part of this pie. Alright, next we want to drizzle the vanilla over the top. I'll try to get that in there pretty evenly as well. And then the last thing that you want to do is you want to place your 5 pats of butter on the top of the pie. So I'm going to put this in the oven at 400 degrees for 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, I'm going to turn the temperature down to 375 and cover the edges if I need to, and cook it for another 30 minutes. And then it'll be time to take it out. Now, it may be watery in the center when I take it out of the oven, but I'll bring you back and show you when it's time to take it out. Okay, time is up. So I am going to be very careful when I take this out of the oven. When I put the foil on it, it looked like it was simmering, literally boiling inside the pie crust. Now, I expect it to be watery. The recipe says that it will be watery and it will gel as it cools. So let's take this out carefully. And it is boiling, bubbling away. Pull that foil shield off and we'll see how we did. Alright, it is absolutely still bubbling away, and it did say that it would be when I read the recipe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit here and cool completely for a few hours. And then I'm going to cover it and I'm going to refrigerate it overnight It says to cool it completely and refrigerate it for a few hours, but it's 5 o'clock, so I won't be having any tonight. But then tomorrow I will bring you back and we will see how it all turned out. Okay, since I last was here, I let the pie cool completely and I covered it and refrigerated it for about 10 or 12 hours overnight. I put it in before I went to bed. Let's give this a try. It did firm up. It's not liquid at all. It's very firm. And we all know the first piece out is always the hardest, but there's a little trick for that too. Alright, so now that I've got it cut, I'm going to take my kitchen shears and I'm going to snip right along that cut. Maybe. Put my plate over here. And I'm just going to push that little piece of tin down. And take out the pie. Well, it looks almost like a cream pie. See if I can get it up here where you can see it. It's solid, creamy. It's like a custard pie. Oh my goodness. So it has this really creamy, buttery taste. It reminds me of a soft, warm vanilla cookie, like a sugar cookie. I mean, it's cold, but that texture, the feel of a warm sugar cookie. The pie is delicious. It is a vanilla sugar custard, and the main ingredient is water. I will definitely be making this again. I think the next time I might add some cinnamon, because with some cinnamon this would absolutely taste like a snickerdoodle. It is absolutely delicious. And this is a creation that came from hardworking, good-hearted ladies who worked hard to bake up something sweet for their loved ones during hard times. So it's delicious. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I hope you'll subscribe, and if you hit the bell, you'll be notified when I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching today. Have a great day.